They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Akron Zips. Taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Demon Deacons' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Zips offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
The give is to Williams. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground.
Well, his defense is pretty good.
Coaches talk about third downs all the time. They emphasize it in football games, and that's a great start for this defense. They're ready for the pass, nice coverage in the back end. They get the sack, and they set the tone in this football game.
And the Zips will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Wake Forest's offense will go to work for the first time today. And Jesse, if there is an old warhorse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low, and so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Rides to back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Let's take a second here and talk Wake Forest. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today. You're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, first drive of the year, the juices are flowing, you march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Catch in the middle, it's Kelly. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
The throw. Complete to the left. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Zips come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick release by the QB. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. 1st down here for the offense. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again.
A shot toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And it slips just inside that right upright. And the 3 ball gives us a tie.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you
breaks into the open. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt. You throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Guys, let's step back for a moment and talk a little Wake Forest. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Gonna run it. It's Clark. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Man, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that 1st down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the 1st down.
Here's the handoff. Quick with the spin move. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
The Demon Deacons are threatening on 1st and goal. Try to tack one more on their score. And they knock through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. At the 35, he's got room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Makes the catch. It's Gant. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
There he goes. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And the Demon Deacons are rolling down the field. Got it in the middle, it's Mays. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Demon Deacons can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Looking for a man. It's Barnett. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful back. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a tight one so far in Columbus. They're up by 7 over Ball State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll leave it with him. Breaks the tackle. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Here's a heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes one man miss. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. And the Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The catch in the middle, it's Gant. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Zips will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Gives it on the option. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Demon Deacons will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 1st and goal for the offense. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing. Take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Zips line up to punt it away. Wants to return it. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Evans. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Zips with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. He's going to take off. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. And the Zips want to pick up the tempo. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Makes the grab. It's Gant. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Bringing the heat. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Pocket breaking down. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. The Zips will punt it away on fourth down. Well, they weren't going to give him a chance this time. They just punted that thing toward the sideline. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. They'll run it from the gun. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Winston-Salem. What a fine performance we've seen. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at a Legacy Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Zips will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Caught in the backfield. It's Mays. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
That's caught. It's Clark. Powers through the defender. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
The Zips will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's a return from midfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Turning it on. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape, scramble, and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
Rides the back and leaves it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And to get rid of it quickly. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for his man. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. He'll pull it down and run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Finds his man. It's Mays. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line.
Here we go.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Breaks into the open. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a 1st down for this offense.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Caught behind the line. It's Mays. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive, attack, come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move, and here's the thing.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Wake Forest. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man. It's Williams. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We've come to the break, and it's Wake Forest holding the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And the defense got him at the 27.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking for a big play. Hauls it in down the sideline. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the Zips getting set on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Allen.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Zips are on the move. Got it in the middle. It's Davis. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Grabbed over the middle. It's Allen. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And the Zips started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Trying to ball his way in. Touchdown, Zips. The offense cashing it in on that drive. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David. There he goes. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Going to try to get it himself. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down.
Here we go, sack.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Power football with the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, I love that play by the defense there. Hanging back, watching the QB's eyes. Great job in coverage on the back end, and then rallying to him when he decided to go try and run for it himself. And now this defense is set up fourth.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And the try is no good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Looking downfield on first down. Dumps it to the back. Hits the open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it fly. He makes the catch. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Loss on first down. Increase the degree of difficulty. Second and goal from the 8. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Under fire. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
From the gun, looking for a man. And that one is picked up in the end zone. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
He'll keep it himself. Makes it past the marker. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
The Demon Deacons come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He'll do it himself. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Try and play action. Under fire. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth.
And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the Demon Deacons kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the ground. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.